Hey guys, welcome back to the Blizz Couch. Joining us is someone who needs no introduction to the craziness that is Heroes of the Dorm. He was the captain of this year's championship team, and you just saw him in the documentary. It's ASU's Mike Udall. Thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you guys so much for having me. It's great to be here.
I mean, it's great to see you again.
It's been so long, right?
I know. So I was the host of the 2015 Heroes of the Dorm when you guys were in the championships,
Yes.
and you lost to UC Berkeley. How was that loss? How did that loss impact you guys as a team to drive you into coming back to 2016?
I definitely have to say the loss in 2015 is the biggest driving factor, or at least it was for me, to actually win in 2016. There's nothing as demoralizing as just having the confetti cannons go off and you have to walk,
Right.
pack up your stuff and walk behind stage.
That's
I just remember looking at you guys.
about that.
I was like staring at them, being like, "Hey," like I didn't really, there was nothing to really say at that point. But I remember afterwards, we were all standing around talking. I'd come up to you guys, and we were talking for a little bit. And you guys were all standing in a group, and one of the team members, and I don't remember which one it was, held up their phone because he had just checked Twitter.
Okay.
And it turned out that the ASU quarterback had watched you guys on ESPN2 and said, "I don't know what I'm watching, but go Devils."
Yeah.
What was that like to have somebody in the traditional sports scene on the college level interact with you guys?
I mean, it was crazy, honestly. Our kind of mindset going into it is, oh, we're just going to go play this video game tournament. No one's really going to know about it at home. And the reception in 2015 was insane on Twitter, especially.
Yeah.
I remember walking off stage, checking my phone, and he tagged a bunch of us in the tweet. And there's just I have 100 or 300 Twitter notifications saying go Devils, and it was just so surreal for me, honestly. It still kind of is to have that happen. This year after we won, we came back and the president of our university, Michael Crow, this really well-respected, renowned man, I got an email from him saying, "Hey, I'd love to meet with you. I want to interview you guys and just congratulate you guys on winning."
Wow.
And it's still insane to me. My grandpa's been trying to get a meeting with him forever, and all I had to do was win a video game tournament.
Oh yeah, just that small thing of being one of the best Heroes of the Sword players in the world.
It's totally surreal.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's been really cool though.
Has he been now supportive of you guys?
Yeah, I
coming
mean,
years?
he brought us in. There was the athletics department and a couple of the head athletics people, and they said we want to make esports a thing at ASU.
Yeah.
And that was boom, stop, period. For me, that was done. That was so cool. Just that moment, hearing that out of the president of the university, someone who he decides what direction we go.
Yeah.
And that's something that we're still working towards, is that actually having us be a part of the athletics department, and it's just so cool for me. It's insane. I don't know how I got here.
That's so great.
It's beyond surreal.
Were you at ASU when this was announced, or did you know when you went to ASU that this was something that was available to you?
So it was my freshman year when Heroes of the Dorm got announced. So it kind of blindsided me. I didn't really play Heroes that much before it, and then I found out there's this tournament, and I played nonstop for 3 months so that I could get good enough to play.
That is fantastic.
Are you still maining Illidan?
I mean, I play Illidan, Kerrigan, Zeratul. I play them all. I don't know. I like all
He's
the
all
heroes.
over the place. But you become pro player now. You are on Gale Force Esports.
Yes.
And what's interesting is that your teammate Fan was on UC Berkeley in 2015.
Amazing.
Fan hot.
Rivals, and now you guys playing together. What's that like for you?
It's really cool. Fan is an amazing player. I have a lot of respect for him, not only as an individual, as a player, but as a person. And it's been really cool. I remember when we announced that he was joining the team, it was his Heroes of the Dorm picture from 2015 of him winning, and me and Akaface winning from 2016. And I was like, that's just such a cool story. We have these two Heroes of the Dorm winners that really are now on a team, and it's been amazing for me. He's such a good player. I'm so happy to have him on my team. But now I may not be the best Illidan on my team anymore. There's this constant debate: who's better, Fan or Michael at Illidan? Don't tell, I think it's Fan. But if you ever ask me, it's me.
Yeah. You're first. So what's the difference? I mean, how is it a big difference, a change in just rhythm and everything when going from, being a collegiate player to being a professional player?
I think the routine is a lot different.
Yeah.
Our Heroes of the Dorm team very much played like a professional team because 3 of our players had come from the pro scene, and we were used to that regimen of 2 to 10, block it off. You're that's work. We're practicing. That's our time to get better. Practice as a team, improve. But now that all the other teams are doing that, I think that's been the biggest transition for me, just the competition. Things that I could do in collegiate, such as like I could like step up and like not really care, and nothing would happen, right? Like the teams weren't good enough to punish me. Whereas now, like if you do that, you'll just insta die, and then your team's like, what are you doing? And you're like, it worked before. Like
that's my move. My move is
that's my
jump
move.
in.
Yeah,
that's worked all through college.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
So that's been the hardest spot, is just realizing what you can actually get away with when the other players are just as good as you, if not better.
So looking into 2017 and the HGC, you guys are going to go in for qualifying, right?
I'm so excited. HGC is what I've been looking forward to. Yeah, we're looking forward to qualify. I think end of November is when qualifiers start. We're pretty confident about it.
Nice, awesome. So for just because the HGC is really trying to give players some stability, how do you feel about the fact that Blizzard is creating this entire league?
I think it's necessary if we want it to want esports to survive. I'm very excited about it. Shout out to Sam Braithwaite. He's the head Heroes of the Storm esports coordinator. I know he's been putting like a lot of hard work in this, and I'm just really excited for the stability that it'll bring. Not only for players but for viewers. Like to be able to just pop on. Like, why does everyone love football? Sunday Night Football. It's just what you do. It's what you watch, and I'm really excited for that to be a thing with esports. I think it's going to be like every Thursday night, you just pop it on. Heroes of the Storm will be right there.
I love that.
Same times, and that's what I'm excited for.
Consistency.
Yeah, to not have to practice for 3 months, to only have one tournament, to show off what I can do.
Yeah.
Because we have so many different strategies that never get to be shown. Because it's just, 2 or 3 matches?
Right, exactly.
And I'm really excited for the weekly format. That's the biggest thing I'm looking forward to. Yes, the money will be nice, but the weekly format, I'm so happy. Thank you.
Yes, that's awesome. Well, congratulations to you on such a huge year, and to all of your fellow Sun Devil team. And thank you so much for hanging out with us today, Mike. I'm so glad to have you.
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
It's so nice.
All right, well, Heroes of the Dorm isn't the only competitive side of the game to have a big year. Between the stable of competitive teams and massive plans for the future, Heroes of the Storm is becoming a force in the esports world.